and may the heavens rescue this land. We need a man with vision to lead. John Mahama is the man for us. Oh, Ghana needs a change.
Let us rise for a change.
A voice for Mahama is a voice for Ghana.
Ghana needs the best man. Arise for a change. Na neman sakia.
John Mahama is the man for us.
Oh, Ghana needs a change. Let us rise for a change.
A voice for Mahama is a voice for Ghana.
Ghana needs the best man. Arise for a change. Na neman sakia.
Where Omaya Deshe Memobia Jo, Memobia Kwaba, eba NDC 360. Where you made use from Kokra, NDC Amanyuku, Yashisha, Ukuda Numribia no Watche, Yade Bremo, a Hani Bodeuro, Efa and the Panen Pa, NDC Amanyuku, and the Franca 24, Yura John Dramani Mahama, a woman o my Ghana. A hasso, and then Yema Ku Chiba Bremai, Efa Amamu Bonia. Ene idi o man ninya na dia hokyere ne abenedia beto o man foso no yigini maako te sa chechede na ntie echirechire mu ema abofra kra etiase. This is the 10th edition and it is a special edition because ene mpenyufo a obehu omo on the set omo ntanye NDC mpenyufo a ohu omo from the 1st to the 9th edition. And if you are watching this special edition, you are very special. We are streaming live on social media, NDC 360 on Facebook, NDC 360 official handler, X, Dodo and our friend on Twitter. We're also live on YouTube on NDC 360 official. We're also doing a simulcast on about 6 or more television networks. We are live on Onya TV. We are live on Angel TV. We are live on TVXYZ, Loud Silence TV, Kevin Taylor, we are also live on Wezo TV. I know we are live on MBN TV and other TV networks. I will be acknowledging them in due course. And tell a friend to tell a friend that NDC 360 is live. NDC I am the one bringing you this 10th edition of NDC 360. Just like the link, comment, and share. And ensure say and sempana bekwechi na abuama yenyina yetinya to abapa. On this 10th edition, what are we talking about? And the na dwumadie bi course won kran Kempiski eye kwasie de twami eye enhyiamu kitahudi a yewura John Dramani Mahama ene ensɛmtwerɛfoɔ a ɛwɔ Ghana ediye no ene yɛde all the highlights ebebro na yagye yabedwafo a ɔmo betena se abobu saa asɛm yagye ɔmo adwen on it so eye ma ɔman Ghana see yebenya dwumadie saa. What were the highlights for them? What were the positives? What were the negatives? Dear no mususu said NDC as the main opposition party in the country relative to our engagements with the media. And then same way wom dear President Mahama kan ye nyina no. Yebebo biatro and our guest will do justice to the issue. Here we are. Yebehwe MPP for omo outdoor omo running mate ewo Kumase. Concert be brief so. Nsɛm hunu bebree sebi mpreduasa ekoso na ehu hia sɛ wo Ghana ni a wo hwɛ me no wo beti bi ne wahu bi na wo so watimi akari nsɛm no so ho wasɔ ne so na nam sɛ wonim dinti no wadwe ho etimi asi agina ye pa na watimi ato abapa come 7 December 2024. So this is what this 10th edition is about. Short break. I'll be bringing you a few highlights from President Mahama's historic engagement with the press. I'll be going straight to my guests who are all seated in the studio. This is the NDC and you segment. NDC and you, dear China said, the NDC Amanyuku, because we are not just saying vote NDC, vote John Mahama. No. We are saying that for a reason. And it is during this segment, any amount who saw reason, or the entire was about to Obama John Mahama. What is in that vote over to John Mahama? No, for you. What do you stand to benefit? What is the policy of the NDC for you? That is what this segment is about. Now, to say the medical tribunal. Kwesi de twemi, ye Mahama ye bibia. Ebinsi Ghana bakose muda. Yes, I no kwe. Amampenyi ahodo bebre ene nsɛmtwerɛfo aye nhyiamu a ɔmama ho kwan ama nsɛmtwerɛfo ebisa ɔmo nsɛmbisa. Media engagements enye new phenomenon. But say ebenya opposition leader a wone nsɛmtwerɛfo be nhyiamu. Na wa friend nsɛmtwerɛfo dodo a ɛwɔ nkran ene Ghana miamia bebre. Ɔde ne vision beto wɔ n'anim. Na watena konwa so ama ho kwan. Don hwere mienu ne fa 2.5 hours and over. Se bisami aseme a upebiano. Ebinsi Ghana bakose muda. And we share Mahama his commitment to transparency and accountability. And yes, I will be saying a question. Like I said, question we minister ni ano mame, ana MP we ni ano mame, ana is one fa lawyer, buku naninchen, krata naninchen. He showed total command over the issues and dealt with the issues from archaeology to zoology. And it let you know, say, and some way be no more kind this for any policy in an rather sem. So I am in a tunsium. It's answer President Mahama from Galamsey to the economy to education, all issues or the division on it by all the questions he answered them, and we'll be getting the perspectives of our guests. But before that, President Mahama can be or say insistent but was say insistent but change is coming. Shema Mrs.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the time for change. The time for change has come. And it is not just a slogan, but a clarion call to the heart and soul of our nation. This is the time for change because of the urgent need for a transformative shift in the way we govern, the way we create jobs, the way we live, the way we provide social services, including health and education, and the way we envision the future of our dear country, Ghana.
Eti President Mahama, and I'm saying in Ghana, I say, Emra so I was saying, Samba, we cannot afford to let generations unborn down. I was say, ye two abani system because on minor essay. Now, Osanso Chremu, why intia e was say you vote for insisa because in the last infio aban bone Akufo-Addo ba womi MPP aban yi o ma say o man no and also share ma Mrs.
After almost 8 years under the deplorable leadership of the Akufo-Addo and Bawumia administration, we have seen our country sink into a serious economic abyss. The current economic mess sums up the verdict on this MPP administration. The harsh reality is that for most citizens, the piteous journey over the period has been a very bitter experience of economic and social deprivation. The unprecedented levels of poverty, unemployment, deterioration in our people's livelihoods, and social inequity have exposed the dubious strategy of hiding incompetence under sloganeering. It confirms without hesitation that the disruptive and hasty experimentation with the lives of the Ghanaian people was underpinned by a naive exuberance, arrogance, and indeed selfishness. And I'm referring to the economic challenges that have shattered the dreams of our youth and the aspirations of the vulnerable in our society. No one has been spared, not children, not adults, including the middle class and the elderly have all been hit very.
So, the President Mahama can a potoka sebunyana say, and Kofobi by a ho at the adoko slogans ebeji to me, but nashi nikutre, omo number, umuni mejuma, your mind hodo, but slogan near inti. Can't say the one district, one factory, one village, one town. Then so they had no clue about how they would implement these things. And this is the more reason why come 7th December, I was here system. He gave hope that yenina ye kaya hubumwa ye bitumia sesabebia or maineko. So we can turn the tide. And he gave us 5 reasons why we can turn the tide. But I'll only show you 3 very quickly. Now for back into the studios for the necessary conversation. And the producer, my videos ni nyantua.
Fellow Ghanaians, and that's a very famous refrain, fellow Ghanaians. Notwithstanding these challenges, I am imbued with the optimism and a steadfast belief in my God Almighty and the amazing creativity of the Ghanaian people to assure you tonight that together we shall turn around this tide. We shall turn this government's destructive tide into positive and progressive waves. Waves that will reverberate in every home and corner of our country and across the globe, demonstrating that Ghana has once again gotten back on track. Let me give you 5 good and solid reasons why we shall reset Ghana and turn the tide. 1 is experience. Unlike any other candidate, I have navigated Ghana through tough economic waters before. My presidency was marked by significant infrastructure development, building economic buffers for inclusive growth while ensuring macroeconomic stability. I understand the intricacies of national crisis management and possess the proven experience to reset Ghana from the economic challenges that we face today. Second point is visionary leadership for economic revival. My vision for Ghana is rooted in sustainable development. I'll focus on revitalizing our economy for job creation through industrialization, enhancing agriculture, and ensuring the efficient use of our natural resources. My administration will introduce cross-cutting innovative policies that are inclusive, growth-oriented, and capable of restoring hope back to our youth. And the third point is commitment to job creation. Recognizing that our youth are the backbone of this nation, my government will prioritize and create decent, well-paying, and sustainable jobs by fostering a conducive environment for entrepreneurship and innovation. The government and the private sector will not only tackle unemployment, but also inspire a generation of change makers and problem solvers.
Also, these are some highlights from the historic media engagement. The nation builder in Puntunyumura, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and in some trouble for ye kwesi da etwemi. Ose wo gidie mapa. Se mfa ho ne bebia o mampenya Akufo-Addo ne bawulaya ase Ghana edru. Ghana will rise again. We shall turn the tide because he is experienced, number one. Why ye be da? Penny said, why ye be done, your friend, I am waffle. Yet your mind is shining, sir. He will hit the ground running. Now, and I'm saying, why ye be dainty, unim baby, ye far Ghana bit me a fan and to my pa, a frebium. There also be also vision. And this what they who can see a bit me a transform Ghana, Magana by a crabbe. They toss me and son, or say, or by ne maya toss me any. The sin any so any a juma. Nenona Ghana for the way mabunu. A memoir name Mabawa and no munia nida so. And no more which semuno mudia beni. And no one yet to account on some wood your moyano. Diomo no ejuma. And he spoke at length about the 24-hour economy. Ebema ejuma buso ama ubia enyebiaye. So this brings us to the end of recapping the main highlights. You better question and answers in the course of the conversation. Now, key questions and answers be or the buyer no also wait to me at TV. Now, and so NDC 360 we are making history because, like I told you, your guest for today and you're the regular guest we usually have. Medical Mwati as I said, NDC in a Ghana in and maybe a woman here say. Yet the voices of conscience, voices of patriotism, Nipa, they are not NDC people per se, but omo kano kre omo wa kukudru or made do ma kuma so no mo dwen o man no ebebi ane de omo beba no mo so aba be kansem a ebeboa wo no wetimi ehu de ekoso ye my Ghana mu no wato abapa. And today we are blessed to have two broadcast journalists of many years experience. They are some of the best in the area of Infrastructural and the Wubo Ejumana. And we are comrades in the struggle to rescue our country from the clutches of Amambofuya, Omajo Meya Kentanswa, Omonio Bobusiafonio Moma, Eseo. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about Kwamana Bubi and some broadcast journalist, and the host of Citizen Show on Accra FM. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about Captain Smart. My friend Ukwejo. Known him for a very long time, all the way back from Kumasi. Today, he's the host of Unuya Machen. These two experienced, patriotic, courageous broadcasters have joined me in the studio. Benjifo Mama Kwaba.
Yeah.
I'm starting with you now. You watch it.
So,
na enyema muti say.
Ya wonkwa. Ya na ubisa nkrofo say nyema muti say ya. Also make candy. But at least we have life. And that is the most important thing. Tia wonkwa.
Where there is life, there is hope.
There is hope.
And that's all.
There is hope.
And since I beat me aba.
Ekwa bi aso ye beduro. We'll get there. I am very confident. I believe God. Say unyame Ghana enka baby away. Unyame be rescue Ghana. Ghana has been here before. Yeah, we have been here before. Even some of the incidents near Ngoye in the 60s, in the 70s. Yeah, we have been here before. Now we trust God. Say unyame will rescue here in the 70s, in the tough times in the 80s. Where there was drought in Suonto, aduane ho ayedin onyame je Ghana. Obesia hebi.
That's it. I'm a many cry tete. A producer, you have a power. Asem no kai no say we will get there. We see bisa. You are ready. So I'm not near the bepo. Kwajo, what point to say?
Yami adom me ho ya pa wo so.
Yami adom. No pay na me show.
So,
no pay na me show. But and sakra ni be fiti ase no me pese me bo mabaso. For Eduma Swan, Mumieno, Munimuniano, my pound for a come home with Dimo, my gun on your various shows. The question said, say, voices of conscience like you, and a queer NDC opposition, Kwa, many shows, oh my Ghana, and it does swa, Nipa Bibrenia senses and Beban Komobenia. So thank you for all the things you do. Now, let's go straight into action. Kwesieda, Kwabna, you were at Kimpiski. President Mahama, Nanudi Sem, Utibi, Sem or the two dry. Simbi said by meaning say one kasa or key highlights be If I say, oh dear, forget about me, just look at the camera. Now, only a name come on. What are your thoughts about the program? What are the key highlights for you? Questions and answers being, and Ufri said, I was a Ghana for trio my being so.
Same, me da se, Aminia, akwabe, yeshishia, yeshishia. Same,
and the bed.
me da wase, ne yada yahwefo ase. And same ma me so memfa kwanya we so na membo wabaso. Why are there? Me hu se o sha ase na se yenuanom so enso e sha ase se wo mo eyebi. So obviously you have done well.
Thank you.
At least what be kwa bia to say political parties isu wo hu kwa se wo mo ebodawro ebo wo mo adwuma wo maye when uni bibia ka na to me and set up a platform. But when you so will be because they are and why are they? Okoto Daily Graphica. Good. Yes. At least now we are appreciating the reality that there is no media practitioner here or you're neutral, but you should be fair
and impartial.
Yes, and impartial. You should be fair. But the issue about me neutral, then meaning you're a thief. You are trying to hide something. And this platform, no, and you're for NDC, and you're for Ghana. You're saying same, you can't say. They say watonsa. The afraid you have. But some straight to the point. I'm saying no question that me ba program ni bi. But before that, no mame more standugbe any team abaso. I'm say omo ne manage a platform no ehye ne ade. The reason why you ba between say me boss stand abaso no, you may have your own difficulties. But you see when obi ewo expertise, well, please give it to him. I mean, unless it's our time. And me share Kumasi MPP or more platform so. Na me raho.
Abobiara na we say. Opeso di Benin compare New York.
Ah well. Oh. Na me raho because me busa me say oh why na a manage a year platform no ne Professor Mathew Opoku mu yi na kire ye ba bi. You can see there was order on the platform. Bia de Danakwem. And not to spite a year 23rd December 2019. In the Abraham may say the opposition leader, His Excellency. Because I mean, who opposition leader will be availing on media houses that come and ask me questions. I mean, my availing me. And you see, there is something about JM, and I think it's a Ghana for studying here. JM believes in accountability.
That's
he believes in accountability. You can never roll with JM, then you don't believe in accountability. And as you see, accountability, you know, the pillar, one of the pillars of the PNDC, NDC, probity and accountability. And from his experience from ne papa, the late Atamels, then I see that drive, that there is something he has learned over the years from the founder, the late Rollins, to his boss, the late Professor Mills, and today, or exhibit those traits. But then, me picking and I'll ask this question. When is Dr. Baumia going to meet the press? When? And I know me say when ko dware ni nyina ya hwe economic management team, and the country is struggling economically. Now we are in an economic mess. We are not in crisis, we are in mess. When we are in crisis, which is BBI Yanim Daso and Ababe Boy Patabri, a mess and mess, Obin creating mess. So they are creating mess. So they are created a mess.
Anything I would say, Jaye. Emra Misha says, I say, men penese, Mijinam Finfin, TNDC Nibano Abekasa no ko, NPP Nibano Abekasa no ko. Miss Mentiase, me make a madri.
And she said, Opa, no wet me. Umpa, could see the oil neutral. The neutral so can air. Where you're wiring neutral. A genuine and to be in
What cousin?
yeah. It's obi oye and central be oye neutral be oye cromfo. All neutral broadcasters and journalists in this world are thieves. Yes, they are thieves. So they always want to remain unattached. So they don't go to the truth, neither would they want to go with the lies. They say they want to be in the middle. So the liars will bring money, the truthful people will bring money. They stay in the middle and take money. Chop. And that's a fact. Na me MPP ni. Kronunti mejai.
Me that's
Me CPP ni say. Okay. Say wo hwe oman yi baby akodru na yen central for na ya say kru. Ghana baby yedu sese no. Yen central for yen ya ma oman yi jija abedru ha.
Why do you say so?
One, we saw Rollins. Not media space ni yake to be. Even that, free press as a newspaper. So Rollins mujina ho. Ma papa na no ho hyehina du ba bi kura yete say umkuhwie ne ma bi kura egu omo office. Then it got to J. Kufuor, Alhaji Bature and Kwesi Pratt. Ukai Kumase, ye kofa demonstration by ye fie journalist ne de ba kakra bi yeso ni bo. Time a bedru Kufuor exit power. Na Professor John Evans Fifi Adamiel say ba no. Na media houses na adoso. Ehwo so da yenya sycophants. Eba industry dem. A wo adwen nyina ne say aban owo power no ehwo no owo because ehwo obenya car, yebe siesie ne yere car, yebe han dan ama no, yebe ma na adwuma ye, yebe ma na contract. So instead of broadcasters concentrating on the job to save a nation, they were concentrating on political parties to save their pockets. Now, after the big child from Manakura, fee a year 2009, Ebano. Now, that time, I'm MPP. Now, you're MPP presenters. It's a fact. We saw nothing good about the NDC. Oh, yeah, no, I mean, nobody saw anything good about the NDC. We were always Kufuor until Professor Mills bufu baako a two car quarterma and that's expose bi and he na set back me who say no yeah yapim but them penny for that time they di anim no second to anko and the corruption e wo ye industry mu chief anohye and no na epra yenya besin say president a friend central phone shame either say ye tro question amount and I say what one just a question ni bi no yemfrew John at invitation eba say Ocean Central for na me wo obo ase me say kwan bia ye fa so ye beba bedru and indeed nyame ye yadom ye tumirika kakra ba de timi bedru ye
I mean sure
me do hono na me pese me observing na me nenam mpese me hwe won a wo hono bi anim because ye nim won a ye MPP journalist ye nim and ye nim won a wo ye NDC journalist ye nim ye nim ye ho and ye so a yabo ya adua to free wo ye Kufuor a ye be kan ya adua kire wo ye Kufuor do ye be kan ya adua kire wo ye Jo Mahama ye be kan ya adua kire ye so ye wo ti me hwe mo nam so and then have be there
because we mu bia
no me mu bia groups ni na no bia wo nam say oh really and John allowed everybody into this space to do what? Come and ask him questions. Okay. What the man is so I know we here, what the man I know we here, what the man I know we here, what the man na madwe ye me set table no te ho no bibi sha say now as a yeah. But the fact still remains that his understanding, knowledge, the free flow with the media no, is unprecedented in the history of this country. That one is a fact. Everybody is aware. So, we J. Kufua or started People's Assembly. Anna or or started, is it Meet the Press or something?
Yeah, Meet the Press.
Sounds what they said, for buyer in the Fourth Republic. The records are there. The only president who engaging media more, Edward Mahama. That one is a fact. You can't run away from it. The only person will be able to answer a question. And one beautiful thing, like Barack Obama, who will send a question, you know, be young or bolding.
Oh, you observe that?
Yes. Who will send a question, we are or bolding. Some person be bold with dinya or mal pronoun. And or mal bibia, ye to me who say, oh, or you're attached to you. And to your attitude, we send a question. No, obe answer no obonidin yatiti. And what you know, I was looking at his composure and his demeanor. And not there, I think I said John the president we are or to school na or young politicians how to compose yourself before tigers. How to compose yourself. He's so composed.
Wow.
And me de mani netiasem na me de maso hwe nipa nti o ansa na me de mani etie no
No ma almost almost the almost person in central for be shared. He was answering the question said that Baina
me ebia na onyi ni running mate.
Say way.
Fortunately, onyi na nra. Nti yemfan say na po sehwi. Nti ofi western region ba ebia because now they are planning so ombesa on velibium. Ombesa ya outdoor review.
Could you at least tell me no occur rounds no. Now, Owakwenya say Odru Amantama. There are media practitioners there. I strongly believe.
You see, media.
Why do you think, say, for about 4 years, Nkrofui Kufuado Bawumia, media for no mujani, they don't want to meet
COVID and Russia, Ukraine. John.
I don't know what intimidating.
Oh, no, I mean, in politics, in politics, you allow maturity and experience to express thoughts. And then you allow young men with knowledge to execute. Now, the experience and the maturity of John Mahama expressing thoughts are deadly. Uben will be proud. No. I mean, it's a fact. John is behaving like Obama. Now, when they call presidential debate, there's trouble for you.
It's become an institution.
Yes,
the institutional memory.
I mean, there's trouble for you. He's got voice clarity. He's got composure. He can stand one place for more than 7 minutes without even turning his head. When you are competing with people of that nature, as I said, we are careful. I don't know, say, Jena no Pukwajiban is the boss there. If you look at her demeanor, our UPSA, she's also started learning that. Now, let's be real. Baumia cannot stand 2 minutes without moving away from his original position. He's not a preacher. Okay, he's a politician. Drew baby.
You know why Manasseh Azuri went back to Abuja?
No, you see, Drew baby, we need to open up the wounds so that the Ghanaian politician will know that no, people are observing, people are watching, so that they will not take us for a ride again. Because we share the way he was hopping.
Hopping, what you're saying? Can you?
Or the and you see, may you're very hot. And I'm saying, Faber was why I want to sit, so I will not hop. Or the bar, no, I galloping, no, the akobaha, no galloping. It's a man with breath. Anytime your breath control and your thoughts.
Where the omo pa wumbe tiaka, omo consultancy. It's basically baby, I'm person me do. Kwadwo Youngson of Joy FM about omo amwaye galamsey aban se omaye galamsey nti odi omakoto afiase. John Mahama gave answers. Okay, say ompene emaye nye galamsey wonsuom ana kwayem, he will ban it. And omo we afiase no. And nam say enyo omo na ye the real kingpins of galamsey. Na binum na disika show mo chi yesent no. Yen started from a clean state. I want to know what you think about that because meaning say you are passionate about that. Because you must start free. Now then we'll go again.
As I'm making, and yen this 364 the problem. Upesi we see what you mean. You move free. MPP ministers to Galamsey. Maka, and I am repeating. Western Regional Minister Otu Galamsey. Yes, Otu Galamsey. Axim Nzema East MCE. Onokura de or shopper or ton Galamsey equipment, champagne equipment. As our champagne say on the shop. No koto spare parts. No, they are going to repair machine need to Galamsey. And I have dared them the past 4 months. I want them to go to court and they will see something. And because people are desperate, they don't care about Ghana anymore. And His Excellency was right. They know nothing about where the funds are coming from. The main ones are here in Accra. And what this is say. Young guy or Tiwa promising us a member with Juma. na one man adwuma nye me ye adwuma wo napco wo pese wo gu napco a wa mama mane there was no exit plan there was no proper exit plan as compared to the youth employment and even JIDA that had a solid exit plan. You had no exit plan. So all the so-called 100,000 youth now were throw them off the hook no. When you know because when did you obey? But nipa na site ni yene dia no.
Otimito excavator no.
Otimito excavator no. Ye man nkrata no chief of staff desk so. E wo Jubilee House. I've said this one too. I want to check. No. Yeah. I mean, both frame already. Yeah, sure. I want to check. Okay, and then when we are now Minerals Commission, any Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, when we not to Galamsey, I've said it over and over again. I want them to come and challenge me. Minerals Commission from Asurubesi, from their board, everybody we not to Galamsey.
Then you're going to say for
forget it because so when to Galamsey, Minerals Commission, Mami Odano. Ni constituency or no ni fie echi ye to Galamsey. It is a wound to be now your Minerals Commission penia, then necessary. O kwachia kwada no temura mu hona. Watch it fly. And ye rasante hene, Miro Machi Bru. Emra Ashanti Regional Minister ye or way. Any more Plants and Natural Resources Minister koi. Which is the Asante in the kind. Was a mobile number come share them. Said they are more much rama men and bamenka. But answer na make kind they are more much rabram some kind. Mamen come the answer. And Asante in my yetias say. Sabi Bruce Sabi Nyado, one on what them hono. And him kwa for we would any and mention on what here will be any Galamsey site. One can know me MPs.
MPP are buying penny for
DCs. Omo ye ministers. Omo ye chief executives. Eno tumfo ka say. Yenya ye wodem here ye che ye mu ohasesi a. Yenya ye wo ye nim ye mu ohanche chemeduasa na etu Galamsey no. No mo do musika bo Galamsey ho ban. What happened? Obi anya ho hwe. So I think that
you think the answer was right?
Yes, the answer was right. Ye na ye nim, wo nim. And you don't expect to tumfo so sabe. Or bank ana so okonwura makwachi obi otu Galamsey. A Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources and the Minerals Commission responsibility to do that.
So we can give the amnesty to Nkitten
and
go after Bamum penny for no sense, you know.
Some men sound. Many or two. No, I could react at there. Now,
and I want to pick your thoughts on that. Or say, even though mining is not illegal, well, who says openema wo party penny for odi omoba wa bemu eko yesa form agudie tu adwuma ni bi mining ni bia entimi ma ekon against Galamsey ayese nsuo ni akwaye no entimi ma yenku ni ye enti ono de ompene ema na bemu ni pe bia enye mining not even Galamsey. Because what Galamsey is illegal, but on penema won't mining. Wo penyimu na e was a wobe buano near bunsu ni acquire on penny. What do you think about this policy?
Some
or if you want to do mining, corner mining.
Mining major a memory tour. Said the minia kojo a kind, but some my main clear be quick na membra way so. During a year question and answers no. Omubusa GMBB about a year sports.
Yes.
Whether that's what mobile building sports stadiums and no or can be say own to me and share home ball. And I think I for on that position I would just depart from His Excellency's point. You see, the NDC has a track record in sports. In sporting facilities. And yeah, this is the CK Stadium. Enti, minim say yes. Owura Mahama share on mine baby as say yakodu no. Ene se opeke on mine no a on peso obese bobebre yet ase. But sometimes, look, our track record. And when Owura Mahama track record. Owura Mahama every opportunity to reset the country because when Professor Mills picked a year on my memo from Akufo-Addo, President Mahama was there. On the difficulties and on said the boss at 10 and yama around. Sa experience no. Then when yami and Adumane be main driver on the difficulties. Or 10 yama. Because to stay in court for almost like a year, and so you are able to manage the economy.
Yeah. So you wanted a clear promise in ABC Stadium. But remember good news, because speech, there is a part here you spoke about that, about not building new stadium, but rehabilitating the Atlas Yamana proper.
You see, I think that we don't have to overstretch your facilities are your water that by doing new things that we don't have new brains to manage.
Yeah, that's the point. We can
one, two. Sesi ayeti no ye ni FIFA approved stadia.
Yeah.
And only idea see yeti asese Accra Sports Stadium, Kumasi Baba Yara Sports Stadium. Tamale dia no credit to wine. Aliu Mahama Sports Stadium.
Then we have Esipon.
Hold ye omako ye. Takrade. And all the others, none of our stadiums, what Ghana, and the year FIFA approved that. You bet me a bomb match be a ho. And Nam sent.
What the any training center?
Emma, and Nam Santino, Emma Black Stars, Echo Kumaseno, Thomas Pate, Vice President to Koino, as more catcher and say, and yes, can you hear Ujaf? Cause me boss now. No cash. I dare you hear say per pitches, Papa.
You be in the year.
So
get that from your archives. What President Mahama said about sports facilities from his speech.
Stadiums no more Bob is a sports presenters. Yeah, the table. And a echa filled with
it's not healthy.
And the stickers. Attaching to ball, boss what to
so mummy no was a manual semen and per ball.
Yes,
sports. And in fact, sports is an avenue for job creation for
exactly.
and the power.
I want but, John Mahama. Let me say this: John Mahama should give us his clear
on sports
cut policy.
His Excellency Munka promise no. Ghana for Jini Dioma. On Shebono, more be a room so on Shebono.
But I will give you something that you
because our track record, Ghana for Nimno, YB, the NDC, PNDC, we know them, and we should just do the do. Now, the issue about Galamsey with His Excellency response our day MI apt on point. I didn't hear. And me so kojasne na menenako. The main reason why Ghana is struggling with Galamsey issues is because the president and his people are involved.
Hey, Masa, Bohobi mame.
Akufo-Addo dum na etu Galamsey no. Akufo-Addo ne Bawumianum na etu Galamsey no. You see, let me be frank here. Mpacho, when you dey mo
sure.
I'm not so stupid to feel say Galamsey, Akufo-Addo buy and buy. I'm not stupid. Yenya issues from rolling style, a operation, cow leg, any those now. But you see, the previous administration almost delay with the issue because the government was not part of the Galamsey. Now, we are not able to tackle the problem because the presidency is involved, and I'll give you.
Presidency now, just say.
National security. Yes, my Galamsey 7. And I before now the catch him say, yeah, can say the presidency is involved.
Hey,
I have said it on there before. You see, the Galamsey thing now, no.
Serious.
Sammy, Galamsey now, cost. People are looking for money for campaign. So, enya dia won't be jai.
But omube say nsuo na amagana ya kran nsuo abagana in the name of
celebrity ya kran nsuo. No one say ya kran nsuo.
Very important. That's the sad thing.
When you say kran nsuo no so kra abani another business for them. They create the means to create business
and
out
profit of it.
Yes.
Wakasa.
That is what they are doing to us.
So you hold President Mahama to that promise.
Look, hey, meba, unim di omo ye. For the government to succeed in Galamsey business, almost said that police, the military, and the police is shame. For the first time, no. For when that to be done, say you down sorry one day, you say national security car. See, I know the mom di a friends akwaya okoko masi afedio nko bepe flag bearer ni bi edi MPP mu na yi kru nkru ano ye adamfi na napon ye na mom yi na napon adi na napon na ye head of transport e wo Jubilee ye da sorry ya yes boys bi gina tiwa forest mu tu go
akufado krom one
yes etiwa ye kwache wo mo national security boys they were 8. And they were using national security cars. Please.
Make a story. No?
Please.
And they
picked the cars from the Jubilee House. They took these boys to court. Boys no enianom ebe threaten say Akufo-Addo enyai boys no boys no be shase akasa omo kasa enye papa.
Because you be who penyufo na session I see.
The next week omo call court. And omijai boys no. As I'm talking to you now, 4 ewa abrochiri. As a foolish case.
Wow. Am I yare?
No, how can say abai yafa
national security near soldier
cars.
And they are protecting abai penyufo omoya Galamsey wonsuom. I mean, how wicked can people be?
So say obi catch you say, look, go and listen to Ekowusi. Sit down. Listen to that tape very well.
MPP,
former
Vice Chairman, Central
Region Ekowusi. And I hope maybe already
a parliamentary candidate.
So, okay. Just imagine this guy.
On that guy is a candidate for jail. Candidate for
jail. Because Ekowusi these two guys, there is no way SNDC we need election John Mahama mo form mudi ewo Galamsey issue.
Baby, I would yes in it me pese yako baby. Minim say ha na be yemode. There was a question about sports video now already, but mon keep him ame yebebo. But there was a question about ansan yebeko free SHS yanko father for all. Since Central ni be shunned off. Bisa Ira Mahama say MSNDC mrebi ya bon to ase Ghana from to aba my say ya can send bebre ya bechichiwe e ba say father for all ti obisa question bi say wan penyi Mahama za father for all no o boss e the sign wa na o the sign wa is it ya tutu afiri mu ti say the tutu beye no say have you been exorcised or the father for all syndrome? Or my answer, I don't have to go into the answer. My means that in free what do you make of that? Do you remember that?
So I say, father for all, I say, I don't call because of a fighting corruption.
Yes, or see a tutu freedom. Yeah, and what because you have been at the forefront of the corruption fight.
I want to make a statement. I don't trust the NDC and the MPP when it comes to the fight against corruption. I don't trust any of them. Both the NDC and the MPP, I don't trust any of them. The reason is this. Yenim wonwa ewo MPP mu na ano a woye niyam bi enya nkrata gu ho a se ye chewo ye nchi obia yenim won so a no wo NDC mu na ano whatever time don't so nkrata go ase e chewo ye nchi obi a but yemfa do ni nyina nto nchen me de me say John aka na me say de enti a me ka wo me show so say meto aba ma no of which I am repeating that me
you Captain Smart said
no me I have said it me menye zentrofo na omusro omu position time I mete adom no because say I'll be a fool if I vote for the NDC. I'll vote for Nanado. And indeed, I voted for Nanado. 2020, I voted for Nanado. And I am telling you, this year, when we say, me and CPP, no one here flag bearer.
CPP name also they say,
I'm sure in flag bearer. Because of his position now on corruption, say Oba one. Na bemu ni pebie ni hwa. Obetimi ato state assets. Mibusano no yiba no. Number 2. Say one ato
oma ni minister bi anto
abejapade
hotel asasi o den yo ya ma wonto opa kodwom na kotobi.
Number 2. One so ato abejapade a woni na bemu to say MPP for co-position. The same
hotel say
one matoto abejapade na abensa ni nyina no obeje. John can say me or say the fight against corruption no. If you really mean that, it should start from within. Enti ono the second coming no. Obama the fight against corruption now started within.
Ono na bem.
Owie no a no de akwa bonte. Same ube ne chairman. Catch and say wanya obete bobole bobo.
No, you can trust him. Like Bobie said no. President Mahama is a man of his word. And you can take him at his word. He's a man of his word.
You see, there is something about John Mahama. And there is something about the NDC. Last week, I made a with you because when Kufuor took over from Rawlings, a bold, said he wants President Kufuor to prosecute him. So I bought and you see, and I'm saying a trait. You see it running through.
Yeah.
Now, after the Mills Mahama administration, then another NDC leader called John Mahama came out. That look, my man, me and you are co-contest on several occasions. Now, Ucha 8 years. Say, what were any debts on me? Prosecute me. You see, when a leader
me kai say or can be about hotels be an almost say Dubai.
Those hotels.
But to Negam this question also say quick one me here Negam this say President Mahama in government show say he can bite with the issues of Abuga Pele, with the issues of $1 million. I've forgotten her name. Vicky Hammer and other issues.
Yeah, because like Bobby, let me come in slightly. You see, even in the questions and answers, okay, Jida was a very difficult case.
Very difficult one.
And Ochin some trouble for doing CBB so na ye refi. Say Rishemu no ono ne order say yenye Jida in Rishemu. Report no ko di ni won wan twen am obi am right to information request. Kojo samna na mre no kra ni ho. Sa emre bi ani ho ono an the report na ye den e bai mo hwe obi ehu die tuam because say ye betumi atu katahye ne proyase a ye nso kania ento so ne ma obi akwan na onka wansem. That was commendable. 50 million cedis na akwa akodi nkrofo bi nsem oje ma wo maye no omo an na e wose ye di omasem ma na ye mom die but say I'm ready ono ani nua ono na damfo ne yonko brebo ekoda afiase. And if for nothing at all, we can believe this man will live up to his word. And I'm happy, Sir Kojo, you have decided to vote for John Mahama on the basis of this, and you are saying that this will be the test case.
Hotel issues, Mahama or hotel or Dubai, any idea? Make one can't be done.
So what I want you to
oh yeah, sure. Make one can't be done.
But when your information,
would you betray? Me na make come as him. Come as Mike. Me can I can't be do. Okay? And the weekend to that week broadcast now, front page of Daily Guides, our stories near the end of it was a proper briefing.
Proper briefing from where?
Oh, Tiasia, we are a communicator. You understand this? So I said no. I have to go to Dubai myself.
I see. To that extent.
Oh yes, I went to Dubai. Remember what dancer for?
Wow.
Okay. Me drew.
And before your battle.
Me drew Dubai. Yes. I said that is why I came back to say that it is not true, and I am sorry. It's locations now what they no. There was nothing like that in the entire place called Dubai.
So they paid for your place?
No, they did not pay. That was after the story.
Oh, okay, after the story.
So the office say bibi wo mti ukoje exclusive aba.
There be me aye we my join the composition.
Ba ko pay.
It's me can verify say.
Okay.
So we just for hotels for Dubai. Why is he now saying say or call we lose the election? But abayin kura man baby or better. Then I didn't know correct. So let me go and look. Now locations no me am the call and obia Ghana for no Dubai airport obia. Minim said the idea is see here. Ye wie me wife the call. It's ye wie na ye me samba back to Ghana. Ejidani mu ho na sa sesaya bags or trolley no mako. Then enim ne John enim ne.
Oh, I see.
Ubisa no be catch you. Oni ni pa be for. Honestly, me who no na be say ko bechi.
Oh,
no be sing. Not knowing say we who me from afar. Now the protocols and the courtesies I the man as a former president in Dubai guards the be ni ono ane de omo take car ketwe bi mo airport so na omo de neko and he stopped and ono boom di I feel that me need choice na me call chain no je me yere bag no tini you ono former president no ono je me yere bag no handbag no the cotton ho
o chose on your gentleman
and just a gentleman because at that material moment no one careful and you do.
Or you back?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
what's up, man?
This is, and there's a picture to prove it.
Man.
Eti, you do, baby. You check in, baby. You and I cover flight. And me busani say, does he know anywhere in Dubai and the hotels in the back wall? Because locations now me wono, I have scanned through. Ubisa, there's no location of the sorter.
GPS no cannot credit.
A year hotel. And we must place this.
Any present for you?
No,
same way.
Sure.
MPP for
we must place this on record. Say, so to hotel and no would Dubai their minim. But they can't that are done by the day. Missy a share. Only hotel. Ewo. Sami, when stop it, say, fight against corruption. And none of the support Akufo-Addo. We deal with him more. He's the worst and the most corrupt president ever in the history from Gold Coast till today.
What can you treat, mame?
What come and penia? Jumi dieni ketase shene proyane kanka do krono pa e Ghana ha. From Gold Coast, Queen Elizabeth, Mutama, Brofon Beto, Don Ziagoji, Azambuja, Mutam, Beto Share, Yasoha, Bessin, there's no corrupt president than Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. Someone will ask me why. Number one, if they want us to prove, number one, former Greek minister, 2016 documentary, Yema Nanado, Kaumisa, the best friend, no. Army worm infestation, Papa Niso issue 80 billion, no, they fight a year. Army we have no Ukrubenso. A Broben Ukusis were 80 billion. Yeah, they fight
80 billion.
He was cleared. Yes. And this informal cousin may confirm. Confirm yes or more, whether they ira or they don't ira, whatever. Confirm you took Bokina. But no problem. And then another so excavators 442. And yes, excavator 4. Makumako 442. According to Ekwewusi, 1. 2. Professor Frimpong Boateng. Number 3, and the committee net no. Epache say 442 excavators in Nanso. Ayira from location. Car trailer the excavator if you Western region back Cape Coast Central Police Station. Wabedru police for check it. Apostle for to car from Cape Coast beton sir low bed o said then cover excavator no e wa no mabo. Umudu wona low bed in this but the excavator in this one mabo. What do you know to nchen we share budget I call office of the president over 2 billion Ghana cedis a year.
We have PDS input.
Okay. 2 billion Ghana cedis a year.
BC.
We divided by 30, 12. You would know how much we are now. We are spending almost 19 million Ghana cedis a day at the presidency.
A day?
Yeah, the day. No, what are we using that money for? Yeah, the day. Yeah, the day. One district, one factory. Abainese was spending over 3 billion Ghana cedis on that. AG group of companies, one district, one factory. Into only can then the question. No.
Members about corruption. So
and this is what I want my colleague journalists say
shine light on
John Mahama, catch it and say, hey, Brad John, I deal with why let's correct it. Nanado so men kasa nanado, I'm a chief of staff, I'm a yere car. Enti ubabo trimu sakura wonka.
Yeah.
And then if you neutral. Okay.
So Bobby to asoma me. Na fa galamse woni sina me.
Yeah, my member being so on the corruption, right? Me
the father for all no.
Me pe a year John Mahama any NDC commitment in fighting corruption. And said the menu kind with the answers our the my Ghana for no emu clear. Interestingly, now Bawumia throughout nekasemu nyina ne to nyina ontimi mention wo be bia so obe fight corruption. Very interesting. Medwene wa mentiase say when na mode year campaign in 2016 from 2020 down to 2024 TB. But Mamin dealing with a last point now raise you know issues about father for all.
Yeah.
Oh, me witness say the existence of the late Mills. Ora Mills me hu no. Erade ma yemu bia kwanya. We were very close. We saw what happened. And I think say now Mills' idea was that you reset to a minor than chasing people. Me say amwa. Because enyema akufuado ne bawomia ne nkrofo de aye o man
eno na ahye omukutupa
ye no na ahye wo mukutupa oni o mudi nkomo banter on social media no mabusa from 2008 to 2016 no buy there no mutimi ye. Look my brother, I will sit here and if you are telling us that the former president His Excellency John Mahama is watching us, Mr. John Dramani Mahama and Radibe Mana wini. But if he fails, and then
they
and or your former president means being but if he fails, no, you see, because the reason why the whole country is quiet, the reason why as obia ye din hwe akufuado no no, nobody is afraid of them. But Ghana for Giri said there is hope. Because
the hope is in Joma.
Yes.
Because the Bobby Debbie Amekase say Kronoa akosoni o maye japade aben ya fe. Se wo pese atentrene justice eyejuma emra eyejuma. The only way out is change. Because there is no way Bawumia can come. There is no way.
I mean,
the only way is for there to be change.
The reason why I want change, and you say MPP 4 year, Bushi 4. The reason why I want MPP to go to opposition is say, SSC to stop corruption for 2 years.
Ghana Besia back.
You see, corruption now air cost to say no. Chief, let me tell you this. Over Fourth Republic here, Kofo, any John Mahama pe, any Abaya Mampenia, who prosecuting minister won a file.
Yeah.
A J Kofo, Alaji Isa Mobila.
No one Abem. No, Alaji Isa Mobila was the CPP chairman.
Okay, you are talking about the sports
PNC.
Yeah, PNC.
Yeah,
no, yes, sports minister.
Yeah. But other Mahama the other day, no party ni so come.
Yes.
And John Dramani Mahama so on no any party ni. Or can necessity so then they call court San Jelly no. Okay? Enti some say Kufo catch them so be fight corruption as an individual. Imagine it. So John Mahama as an individual, that's why I'm saying that me, I'm not going to vote for NDC, I'm going to vote for John Mahama.
No. It's you.
Enti and no mama GD say obetimi a prosecute. Nipa bako anami no.
Medase.
What I was saying is say Ura John Mahama on Momodin ma on Feli Ghana.
Yeah.
On punishing thievery and many can be or say a Kufuado or a corrupt. Akufo are corrupt for.
It's a corruption.
There is difference between being corrupt and being a thief.
Why do you say so?
He is a thief. He's a criminal. He is a thief. He's a criminal. And I'll tell you once again. Look, if you are not a criminal, how can you allow a company from Nigeria we're parking in here they buy airport. Not in the table I'm working game.
And some ways is it
now I say or run a COVID test or jump for $50. And after
if it doesn't $150.
And then $150, right?
$150.
Then after
$150.
Then after working for 1 or 2 years, you're sorry that crap. Ubisa health minister or some minimum. Ubisa
contract when make I know Ubisa was a contract.
No, they appeared before committee. Ubisa foreign minister say minimum. Ubisa aviation authority a airport company minimum. And you free in a buy. We no issue statement from a presidency signed by Fremont Pare. Telling us say a Juma frontiers for no bag Ghana be you know. Omudi says Sikabe said $38 million is in Echo. Ghana $6 million. Na untia bufusem. But Omo has them to Omo from a year RTI that no journalist or any other person can seek information about them.
Then you are justified.
Unya president, how can you then a bunny wait me look, let me tell you why Akufo-Addo is a thief and he's a criminal. What could you COVID sika ediaba? Any a catcher must say, okay. COVID sika na mo dia ben nyina no. Well, Yama Parliament, yente bipartisan committee. Wenum yes, I'm coming. No Mumra committee ni so. Now for the expenditure. Are you a free year? Any chairman of the committee? And Granny was a Kabashima no said ye. Bepemena and when you say committee MPP need perform committee because Akufo-Addo yes cannot and they cannot justify. The president is not worried. And you are telling me the president is just corrupt? He's a thief, a criminal.
But yes, yeah.
And we need to emphatic on that for the first time. We have a president who is a mafia, a criminal, a mafia, a criminal, a thief.
Now there you cross on the say, and that is why I salute people like you, even though sometimes we disagree, because the Omodia, you see, o kano krenachra umuno. No, it's a national security.
39 times in 2 years. Oh, Mako Kumasi Meba.
Mako cried them somebody handcuff.
Yeah, sure. Now, Yetimi Achimi.
All because Chrono you are talking about.
Yedimatra a Joso. May feel Kumasi by Achima Joso. police stations what fear Joshua Benina Yafama and Kobe Bia.
Nasan na the we could remember in 70 or much cheche na kosi say.
And some mayor.
So it's a chewa
no. You see, now one dream you on say omu na Captain Smart. Ade ba ko bi wo me ho. Wo chimia we biri mi kuro. Emu man chime.
Because onye bone.
Ne menka. Se meti ase a mejai. Menti ase a wo ye me dai menti ase. Same, o ma chime sa the last but 3 a o mo chime. Me group CEO. Me HR manager Antema. Mr. Nyama COO. Wo nyina baaye. Wo baaye na mada. Me ti akonwa mu national security for office wo na mada. Ena ba ko be nyanam say wada na am say nanka come here then come in o say captain am say captain I had all the metal say mejide.
So it's all about intimidation.
Yeah, but you need to fight. Na yet.
Na say me table bi ho, you say nkofo bi ni pabonefo bi, you small mo betu bi bitu ho. I mean, this is why we need to rescue this country. And there must be a new paradigm shift. I mean, corruption is your pet subject, but I want to pick your thoughts on one last one. Ni akodi esi kumasi ho bi ekro. Na
but and come in.
No, me bana the account. Me bana the account.
Okay, all right.
Jama me come there. Me now the account.
Okay, all right.
On the issue of free SHS. So Mahama can also phobia, yes, also for Kokobi, as well the Omania Champo was a wine. On the Namua was Mahama be free SHS move, be free SHS move. And President Mahama gave an answer to that. Producer boy no mame. Na bossa answer ne mame afa. The part about John Mahame's speech on sports and fatwa soka krebi, yeah, banner a more responses now. We are going to Kumasi on what the MPP did there.
Excellency, she also wanted to know what your position on free SHS is.
My position on free SHS?
Aside the bill, yes.
My position on free SHS is known. In 2015, I launched progressive free SHS. That's what the Constitution says. The only difference between us and MPP is the approach. We thought that we should put the infrastructure in place and we should do the necessary preparation to absorb the free SHS. And so we started with day students. We made it free for day students. And in the second year, we absorbed 120,000 students on the free SHS. Nanado himself lauded me. It's there in the media. Just, if I had my phone here, I would Google it. It said Nanado lauds Mahama's free SHS. It's there. UNESCO, congratulated us for launching the free SHS. How can a person who launched free SHS be against free SHS? And so it's a political gimmick that is played by our opponents. Free SHS has come to stay. And nobody can roll it back. All we're saying is, let's improve the implementation. Let's take away the bottlenecks. Let's work to abolish the fast track. Let's be able to feed the children better by decentralizing the school feeding, the free SHS school feeding program. So those are all the kinds of initiatives we're thinking about. But we can only take that decision if we come together as stakeholders and discuss freely the challenges that it faces. Today, there is not the environment for a free discussion of free SHS. Ask any teacher or headmaster. If they make comments adverse to the conditions and implementation of free SHS, they are either sacked or they are transferred to Siberia. And so we must change that. We must free them to be able to come up and talk about it and discuss free SHS and how we can improve it. My commitment is to improve it. And so that political gimmick, if he comes, he will cancel free SHS. And I've seen some Osofutu going around and repeating the same thing. I don't know if he's, I don't know who he is, but he's also gone around repeating that same tired, hackneyed, political propaganda. I am committed to free SHS. I was the one who launched free SHS in this country, and free SHS has come to stay. I'll just add a few things to what I said about free SHS. One of the objectives we would set ourselves in terms of looking at the implementation again will be to allocate dedicated funding for free SHS. If we agree that education is the most important driver of prosperity and growth, then we must be prepared to identify and earmark funds for it. We already have Get Fund, which goes into infrastructure, but we must find dedicated funding to be able to implement the free SHS seamlessly. Let me also assure the sports fraternity that we shall develop our stadium infrastructure for track and field sports. We'll fix the deteriorating football pitches and pay stipends to footballers in the Premier League like we promised in 2020. What we call the lesser known sports shall also receive equitable attention like we give soccer. Let me also assure
NDC 360. We are bringing you NDC and you with two experienced broadcasters who have paid their dues to this nation. I'm talking about Captain Smart of Onua Mache and Kwamina Bobiansa of the Citizen Show. Now, Kwamina Mame starting free ho, we bonita umame. Now what concerns kakra on sports?
Yeah.
Me the speech kakraba. Shahone Mame, nafa your views on President Mahama's answer on free SHS.
Okay. Quick one. I think now I'm clear on JM direction in policy on sports.
Yeah.
And I think he can do more.
Sure.
The NDC can do more. You see, NDC, I mean, I believe in more capabilities, more capacity to drive this country.
Bampuntua.
A bampuntua.
Yeah.
India na mempese mo beto to mo ho ase. Munim yo.
Yeah.
Dia mon kan kire se mo be yo. Sure. Na mo be yo so.
Sure. So before the President Mahama can I ask there for football people.
People.
You say Ghana football atete apansem because of local league now.
Yeah.
And local league is the
infrastructure.
Yes.
Asemu makasa.
Very, very important.
And your economy na ma man yefe.
Economy grade
economy you. Cause the CA say John Kuma nwu anka yedim say $30 million on account. John Kuma economy will be
over here pa.
Twen men ka second me come say
$30 million.
Oh ala ba kwa beto.
What you say?
Where we are dodo.
Na one me last one.
That infrastructure.
Make infrastructure. Police ni bia no ka ho. When them so wonya police ni. Because the way are on Nantino. Onanti and set trained police officer. Also for kwasi aso. Uso ase Mahama ni madan si che MP. That time na me former COO Mr. Winfred Afo. On the try me ninja pictures in time na yade me da ministries police station ninja you know try on the try by. And I'm a catch a police and say, let me tell you this. In the Fourth Republic, party where yamfa individual no ye presidential candidates in the party wama infrastructure ewo Ghana NDC eno no wuntimi wo ye de hwe enyi na enye infrastructure kekese yakosi 6 unit class sad na yeme time 6 unit classroom block 3 unit classroom
dormitories
e dey see ho no ye pe strategic infrastructure e dey mfa so bebre me ne 5 years 10 years like Rage Hospital like University of Ghana
like Textile market
sankame me ebia me John Mahama come see military hospital come nyama dun se me de beto je Kufoda. Say my friend J for 38 military was ebia me no one coming here. You see, these are the kind of infrastructure you hear. And Ghana ni bia or person or ten no crap kind of crabby and him say eba ne yensi Japade ma omeya.
So I mean the point is
me no see brother.
Number of fraud na be.
Woni fraud bia when we
number of fraud na be.
O de brambu wa be the time. It will be
Obia nim say eba no infrastructure. John Mahama within 4 years. It's a fact. Infrastructure or you know. Umfie na imu. Infie watri from 2017. Besi ena me no kase sa wo chemu tena. Abai we nye one.
Captain Smart nekasana a reformation so.
I mean that is a fact.
Yeah. So with sports issue no Matthias but adia ba ko na me pese me free warren sana ya kokumase. Na Onya Kojo Obusa GM question be that day.
Yeah, the new things.
That a dear bay for fro.
Yeah.
Na me jine Kojo Busa as a question no. The ba me team na me pese me catch it. But mind you, corruption no enye yinkwa Roland Agambire. Nso issue. Samokaya. GM drag asem no to court. Nti now
even national service scandal.
You know, so they say
interdicted many
processes. Sure. But quick one
on the new things, you know. What came into your mind?
Put him. The Mbusa me want to say, Captain, JM has also new things we actually view.
Was that what came to your mind?
The Mbusa want to say what new?
Okay.
Because look, bro, when I wake up and I know that Atuabo Gas, the Mills Mahama administration is giving us $300 million annually. Or is it per month?
Annually.
Afibia.
Sikanke ya debe kwa kra uja from every banonia base si sikane kai krumba.
Se me sorry na me hu sa de no a. E se me nkwan say John Mahama enya opportunity no a. The Atuabo Gas phase 2 umbe complete.
Hospital is illegal.
That is where I'm coming. So me sorry na me hu terminal 3. Na me kai say na ye Bearland. Na John Mahama in the trans who say no. Sika mo de ma ye ya ban no. Ye kwaje bosia mo mfa ntwetua. Na mo nsi ye nsi terminal 3. Akufo ado ba ye no ni nua ketua na ya saa de no. Ene nko hu nyansa say. Ene ameso domestic flight wo. Mame enye bibi. Never me compliment me nuane de no. Or the mama Magdan as in a private entity. Eya Magdan e dey here adwuma gu ni botom. Do I need to ask your mama for any new thing?
Yeah.
When I enter Kumasi, me grab me chroma santimampon. Your mama na my water plant.
Yeah.
Your mama and a year Mampon station. Baby, I will see Mampon station, Santimampon station. It do you know quiet and no. 8 years now. Do I need to
what you're saying is based on the why you bid you trust it so
why you bid and your mama the last 5 points now boy you know he mentioned about to reset the country was it I have the experience because we have gone through tough times and he was there.
It's resetting Ghana.
Yes.
It's a new thing.
Oh, I agree with you. So I agree with you. No, I agree with you. I'm just adding something. Hold on. So experience. Then he mentioned about infrastructural development, which means a continuation.
Yeah.
John Mahama is just taking us from.
When could you ask that question? So I'm moderate.
Yeah.
Meso new things maybe a bit by my dream. And some of it one kasama come once more. You see, for a president to tell his party people on where you mama no, who pin say NDC be babem say look me ma bemu be anywhere between I am mining now one sense why a government official. It's something new. Bako so akojo bisa asem de be see meeting ni. Say the akojo wan kasa na wo kade bona baso no. Say me ma bemu ni pe bia ento abanja pade because you see why must we continue? Ubi be minister or jaketua
kakaka. So we need some new things.
Yes. And these are some of the new things. So no government official in John Mahama's government will buy a buying car, a buying sase is good. And uni meba all the person ukrom na pesa uko. Cathedral, what he said about what he would do about that cathedral matter.
I love that forensic audit. One of the most useless projects in the world.
Yeah.
Of which we cost you a cement alcohol. The cathedral.
Now come on, cement.
Yes.
That's
no, what they're trying. So we say.
1 minute because once we do Kumase.
What friend MPP journalist no. Omoma yeti asese. Eye aban no na de saa aniswade hunu na ba. Nti eye nsore no ne ankora na de wo nsika ebesi odan no enya aban. Na so when they say asempa. And I am the Mirika Koto cement $100. Na me so a one, na me 99 ni gu kam. And I year order Emma Fidelity Bank that every month be $100.
I tell you also I don't go.
Oh, bra.
Hey,
man fancy the mama entrem.
Oh.
Then Edi Busumisia 88 million Ghana cedis.
Actually about 330 million.
What's I am telling you now honorable Samuel Kuje to 439. What the catch? National Cathedral, I am daring Ken Oforiatta. Camera, look me here. I am daring Ken Oforiatta. If they have not spent 450 million Ghana cedis, I'll stop this job I do as a media practitioner. They have spent 450 million Ghana cedis. Now watch this. National Cathedral for platforms. So almost sending messages and they still send me messages. Ebuona omukwa krafi Israel by na botaina. Former chairman of the Church of Pentecost. Opoku ina kombo mpa egu bo no so. Jesus. Che. Ebuono omo de 1 million. Ebuono ye 1 million. Oboa. Oh, bra. Baby. Oboa. That's why make ebuo ba ko 1 million. Messi e frame ko just. Okay. Messi buona mo de to container mo ba Ghana ha no. Hey, ebuono omo to fi Israel Gethsemane. Ngofo ya mambofo. And ye de to container. So what the Israel botain?
Because do you know that the only equipment at Kolebu treat cancer patients? Okay. I say.
What they train?
About you this account to be.
One tambuo no to contain them this ship. Ebe do Ghana. Emma so from pennyfo atwetwe wuro. Ede won sa kogu container buo na dem. Ebo mpa ye me bia no mo hwe ebo. No masaka container na to. After spending 450 million Ghana cedis on the National Cathedral.
It is sad.
And I think that one, I said, JM, he should start with Opoku, my own former chairman. He should start with him. He should jail him.
Pentecost. One thing is certain, that accountability will work. Mahama so be me ya hwehwem. Be sika na kodibia no ye be hwehwem. Also ye Christo ni mapa Assemblies of God ni. Oyento boa wona sorry. Emma ye de.
Because investment be
egu for but ya say wa boa na sorry amomasi. Asori dan bebre. But say obe support to say ye mfa nyame di mokro no de never. He will not condone stealing in the name of God. And I think that is a statement very profound. Abusuafo e ha na ye de ye nkomo on media encounter no. No there be media encounter the see we part 1. Yentimi anko 24-hour economy. The President Mahama kan about ICT jobs, so many answers. One day, one show, not enough. And until my guest Ashemebo, ye best answer ye BM so that we can go into the many other issues. But baby, I drew moment of truth editorial. I had a situation, you say, kano kra. In Pempi, no some trophy be kesi. Ha. What are we talking about today on Moment of Truth? We are talking about the MPP for Koye and Kumasi. Almost omu yi omo running mate edi atre. If you wait, mame, I will just show you a few clips of Nsembia a course wo na maba me guest ho no muso de emu nchechire mu ne o ma no di sem we fa ho no atutwa hwe mame ye ba sisi ai. Na abusan for asem we me nka bi. Captain Smart ni bobi ansanko an e be ka bi. Me nka bi. Kwamna bobi ansare Captain Smart nko an e be ka bi. Na ansa no mo be kasa no. O de hwewe ma me producer Fatwa to aso. Just give me the 4 highlights. Na ye meet what our guests have to say about it.
Ghana ya chechi Ghana abakosoma. President Kufuor to call retirement. But if the case we say a free say Ghana from 1957. Ebekane ye nya president bi a wabo Ghana che na do da Kufuor. Me say a free 1957. Bekane mo fa mo Kwame Nkrumah no mo fa mo Obia di wa ba di mampanya wa bo Ghana ho ban e di Ghana koloni che na do da Kufuor. Meka the same. You're the Jawa. Near the Swam. You're the Jano. first why yeah man ya akono eti na ye kire ha ya mba de see 2008 na bi si biobo chama wutumi kan na me kase so ya ba ya fe ya ba ya ni monyam sana na do bako adako of governor over na 7 January was so on one di oketo ba obi ansa nene de ne ye ba ena ma de che obi a kabu eduade abu school a se be tia chenkofo no mu wi school fu abi an be bo a sa pepepe abai boy no chana na kufu ado obe eti be samu ye free her koi adwade ye koye ena de ambassador be das you ma say me politics here ba be say na de be ko danya ne ya England English abroche adi ba ko be dis no fa de Tony Blair fufuro aba de fa de Kestama Tony Blair say Kestama afutuo ba ko be nam di ma digitization na do wi ase no but who might say Obama England for the national ID card boyo aba na English abroche aba national ID card and now the now the kwaku for do ni Dr. Baweti yeah what national ID card be wa and I want the bie and the bie the abroche bie and the bie the abroche bie Ghana has a be a day e bi wa ha na the odi ani ma the bie be simple no why tamamu de baumia na na da kwaku for do akasa Dr. Baweti akasa Dr. Napo Chirechim. Anya no credit. Anya no credit. Sadum so Ghana. Na na da kwakufu ado akasa. Dr. Bawumbi akasa. Dr. Napo Chirechim. Anya no credit. Anya no credit. Sadum so Ghana.
Kwajo Ocham ni masem ka osena na wasumwa.
Maminchia Convention People's Party. Na Menda Mampening Dada Onyene baby call Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlins Assi. Pakwisi Misata Alihu Mahama Prof Samuel Sumwasi. So Mojojo Kwame Nkrumah kuma ewa Samado. Na nkase mo esi Ghana na nye won wa te de American asen beti ase hwe ni pe bia ode ne ho to Kwame Nkrumah ho wona mamu mu no na otime de ne se kana tekra ma bie nanum ka se Kwame Nkrumah o se mo Kwame Nkrumah no obi ayade bi a chen wo Fourth Republic mu no onye nyansafo. Number 2, say Same when you're presenter anambwa. Okay. Enti say Bobie akyere me adwuma. Say me ye presenter. E na wo ba besua adwuma ni bi for me ho. Ye tu wutin say wie ya. We say captain say yes. O boss no kyere we adwuma no. Onim hwe. Na de wo ba me ho besua dai. Kwame Nkrumah na ode Ghana ba no say momo Kwame Nkrumah na pama ya tia say onye Ghana ni. Enti ye pese ya to aba ma Ghana ni a ne running mate ye Ghana ni. Enti na me meto atia wo no. Cause na po onye Ghana ni. And CPP ni bi obeto aba ma MPP bi a wadwen wo fam. Any Nkrumahist in this country, including J. Kufuor, any Nkrumahist who would vote for the NPP this time because of Napo, Sabi wadwen wo fam. And let me tell you this, Sammy. Kwame Nkrumah, ye ni big six bia o Ghana. There's nothing called the big six. The time when you wanted that for a babachi. Kwame Nkrumah na ye independence my. Na bra Kwame bre ye even before ansa obete Ghana National College 5 years before ye independence and ye easy. Ufin crying. Oko Axim. Udu Cape Coast. Na nkodaye ye demonstration about sa soldier fu ya ye bo mutu kendela sergeant JT nomne ade. And then nkola no so support it. Kwame du kwan ho. Ne driver ni no ye ofi voter region ofi akache. Na Kwame gina kwan no. Then so say ni o mapa me. O say me ne Kwame Nkrumah no so say wo ne Kwame Nkrumah de ne and ye bra pebibi kopacho maye osimen kopacho no tam hom kosoro no kote Ghana National College te Kwame Nkrumah boarding Ghana no the tea school 5 years before omanji independence ye be fra kuru ni Ghana ti yen fe no nto Kwame Nkrumah na pono sa akwa no sa de bi no ono sa no ono e ka kire se mo Kwame Nkrumah no KNUS no call ye no sebi ye ne busu ni bia na si ye e Kwame Nkrumah na si Legon Kwame Nkrumah na si ye kana na do si ye nyim firi so ne fa na wo fa de nto so ensi ne wo fa nyon na si e Kwame Nkrumah na si ye hwe so ye Dr. Bawumia running mate Dr. Bawumia na yere Samaria Bawumia Madam, good evening. I hope so we here. Nice woman. Sukula. Sa oba ne call ye men ne wa be ni party through ma Bawumia ware no. Infantman girls. Kwame Nkrumah ni see. Na po yire o wa ni se choko school be Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah ni see school na po yire call here. Na dwe nyari mana. What is wrong with him? Hey. Otumfo bu baby or say. Sa be mi bukura na msuru. Ose kwasi o kasa bumbum ye de nwoma na suma no ye mfa sum samo nsuma no atosi subie mama kwasi o kasa bumbum ye mfa asum samo nsuma no ye de nwoma na suma no ti na posore ye no no nim ni sudi ni ban ti ne watro enso obobo hye ne botom MPP for san kotro krata man say uja foji wo chi wo hwe ade no so o hwe do so go you no de hye ne botom no wake kandi yope Sami Kwame Nkrumah John Mahama osi Legon Hospital osi Bank of Ghana Hospital osi Rage onumpo o say wo de mama mfa mo ho nto Kwame Nkrumah ho na John Mahama wa ya Sami University of Cape Coast Professor say wo MPP mo boosting nyina ho no mo school Kwame Nkrumah ni si sa school no Winneba me kwa Palm Secondary School Kwame Nkrumah was insulted by the UP say wakosi school wo Winneba esi school wo Swedro na wasanso di school akohye nwuram Kwame Nkrumah wept. It took Ogwamahene to call him, told him say ma obunto him na dachi eso Bamfaso. A Palm Secondary School na tehi. Kwame Nkrumah si school ni si nwuram. Say na nwura no e ba be ye kru ma Captain Smart. Akosa school ni bi. Akufo-Addo be di president. Onchem Secondary School awasi from beginning to the end. The Mahama kura sisi ho wontimi an complete. For su training college. Ene na put me fe na se Kachire Ghana chechire fo kita diploma say. One day, one bon. No mo call school and woman cha. One the 4 passes. And they call for sit training college. Kwame Nkrumah the see here. For repenning secondary school. Maybe another free no. Kwame Nkrumah the see here. Techimai Secondary School, Doma Secondary, Tema Secondary, Oda, Labone, Kwadaso College of Education, Atebubu Training College, Brekum Training College, Enche Training College. Kwame,
and the schools are still there today.
Kwame Nkrumah and the C. Wo waben get funder Rollins Sebe, no only master's degree, only first degree de baye, only Akufo-Addo de Akosia wo Fien son aje husika into get fund ne etom kukuru neko etom kukuru neko etom kukuru neko wo de no to nchen ahwe hwe kwanya Kwame Nkrumah fa so industrializing Ghana. And I understand before can one district one factory na me boso for me because ajima kura no yebi osisi gari factories here dey on 31st December women's movement for nyamani na adada. But back to Nkrumah hwe Se Kwame Nkrumah e ba ni team so be si National Cathedral. E na wanya akoso mu a kaka na be na be so. Yaka Kwame Nkrumah te hwan ko be di president odi wie no so
akasa
me nya akosomo ba metu amena me nya akosomo but metu amena na my friend the National Cathedral kaka ne be na be so na na do so ko Legon na na do ye demonstration e wo Legon he led the demonstration so Mario Nkoko nam dodo adentira every day every week ye mo 2 crates of eggs and a 4 chicken per student akufa do na ne bi na no kai enne sesi ye ya ono sa na po no ode ne hoto Kwame Nkrumah ho no enne Legon students no umudi aduane be no umudi
it's also secondary school aduane abusu ama teachers ni teachers kre wi aduane
hwe Kwame Nkrumah Institute of Economics and Political Science. What did he decide to do? And not Tamko Winiba. And I'm afraid you sue the and Kwame Nkrumah said that no. We share Ashanti region. Omo pejadi. Inti yambo modena yammo Ashanti region e dwedi de nkoso. Inti ahodo yensisi edwa na yammo awo. Okwa no akoye. And the Cape Coast man hine friend say ebe imbrada bra. Na wada na wara we aho erusun. I mean am from am cheche ore. Inti gwayi insi factory bi aman. Also Nana gwayi will produce the workers. Inti awuje na Cape Coast the means schools wo ho. Hwe napo na ni atra ne nton. Na oka sem bi say history be repeating ho. 16 years ago. 16 years ago baby ojina na Akufo-Addo stage bugum. Se ni refia mekaino na no ebu agum. Na wakanam ontimi nwesa na wa mene da na nipa na ode nasem akono so no so nima me ka kire no hwe je Ekufo akra majo obedi mampeni ye na ba efia se wa kobi se wa ampe o ka kire se nkrofo Kwame Nkrumah no se wunya se mpapa bia nka mfa na ho a ka wano tu mo no na poko menhia just enra Urie yewura ho a okochi Asante Hima. As a Dyson. Asante Hima esa ka the same thing kire napo. Na Asante Hine tufu. Akwada ohene na atete wo. We tufu. In less than 3 hours. Na wakojina simpies we did Asante Hina temsa futu na ade ma me no. Time mempe for wade. Na Asante Hina na ka biom. Sa akwada yenim se obese daachi ye tunufu wadema isa tunufu abonte enti Asante ne kula yes
some way very profound
yes akwada yenim se obese daachi ne se tunufu wadema isa tunufu abonte enti Asante ne kasa no hwe Asante no ye nyansafo buruta wanhwa wo huda o se ye bo wudi no enkrofo se wani nsade Medie mesan wuti na mane nya ho. Asante Hine be sign ti. Won wana omu di yewura tem on Facebook no muntie me ye. De enti Asante Hine be sign na puti ni se be eburu se be nyaado oso ni nsem tete ne bi. Na o tete no oswa na poso onkofa nsumura na okofa ba.
So when gentility outside cry.
Nti okofa ba nti onim se akwada no nye sa no te. Nemom na po benyim ye no ye wura so ate de Ghana fo aka if you say o start say o tu se no na onyo na hwe ye wura sanko a dentist papa nko be Asante Hine ese what them John say so ye dentist papa nko be hwe ko but onye dentist papa what you say Obi a wo bedi education minister opese me ba kola keto ye chem se de be ma fa be ma to a ye di wura nwoma suom se ya no se ya nsori angina anko mai ka ye dachi ya hwete no ba me pese na poti ase ada obehia ne president no kan kire ne se Kwame Nkrumah wan fa oba bia wo ka mu da kosiso didi president edi tu no di wuye that's number 1 number 2 me osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah no when kumo ba tuntum bia so po ba kokwa aware da when pimo bia one staircase so na mehwe for man be wu because of person aware oba kokko Kwame Nkrumah nye bi da de to so bi omu ni say Kwame Nkrumah ne nkwada totofin wan da ebinum di na chi bon sama no yi ase Kwame Nkrumah nye bi
ebredi no ana ase
me ka Kwame Nkrumah sem de wunim ne dru so a no waka
oh yeah
Kwame no hold on wo de ma me fama no si hwe yeah Kwame Nkrumah no hwe Mami we Gihok MPP se Kofi Dwuma ya ade ma peteshi ebusu wo Ghana no Kwame Nkrumah na si Gihok Kwame Nkrumah Aboso glass factory Kwame Nkrumah Zuarungu meat factory, Wenchi tomato factory, Kede match factory, Akosomo textiles, Kumasi shoe factory, Pualugu tomato factory, Esuchari sugar factory, Commander sugar factory, Kumasi jute factory, and Samom Cannery brick and tile factory, Takwa Bon Satai factory, Bogatanga meat processing factory, Bogatanga rice mill factory, Gihok fiber products company, Ghana Black Star line with almost 15 ships. Your surgery for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. You can't. You could take a craft. I don't put a behavior. I know the Mahama Bayama na yakono. MPP cannot even boast of toy aeroplane airport. I almost Nkrumah toy. Me a message for when see toy airport. Nana do bon grace airport to go to you want to compare yourself. And then we don't be na enti na pope so kire say Akufuado waye adwuma chen Kufuana even MPP na mu no afoda meba no wonim say obo Kufuodin tiet see makacho say obi kasa for wani tie no na fa waso hwe no o say mo Kwame Nkrumah no ene ko no ginai kono ya wan president bi no aba Fourth Republic ma ni dinya ya different no syllables no sound na wo mu no apart from J4 and say na me kan wo me show no so say it confirms and komobia obedi ye wo cantonment say ombukufo and you see every new position requires repositioning metia say me di assemblyman men kasa say biom if you say bibi foforo bi abeka me ho na po sebe what the MP what the minister I said the minister yeah you're running mate when him said napo onye MPP running mate because one accepted offer no somebody should show me he did not accept there was nothing like an acceptance say me jitum say me running mate no someone should show me yes one accepted when to point no tum for us J.A. Kufuor no kasabasa ye tena nwuram ye ne Kufuor tena nwuram that time na wo sua said ye to sen na ye te nwuram ma MPP ba soro no when to be mpa mention J.A. Kufuor andana say na mo ka kire Kufuor say His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo Accra Manjo wo de wonya hwe o sesi yi wona pase mi wonya hwe. And no problem. No, Nana don't realize that Akwana can kwasem. Eti ordinary ball Baumia. Na Baumia page and you about me no he's talking about no so kuta the phone.
No be a yin running mate or kasa the way you running mate in the phone.
Oh the phone so wave the phone so that is why after their course we na no mu chi the mu Kumasi and run ajo no.
And Mathew on the Western region say one casa mo central for na margin minimum casa Western
first na omo casa asem na kire yan na ye ho prayer honorable hello honorable na posi one kanasa na poyi ye catch o plane wo kasa mo Kwame Nkrumah no yete enti na pope so akira me say ahemfo na kasa na esi wo mu nipa o that's my worry.
We are closing at 10:20 p.m. It is Obodrum na kaya ho. We are closing at 10:20 p.m. because this is our 10th edition. 10th edition and it's a special edition and I have special guest here. Eti kojo so Obodrum. Me san so aba ho because na Kwame Nkrumah dia. Oh yeah, oh my Ghana.
Hold on. Because who for you? Yeah, so socialist party.
It was now. Yes, you have a part of Kwame Nkrumah. Kojo TT. Kojo T.
Send over UGC.
Kojo TT.
I hear UGC is a better UP.
It's also free UP coin. But Kojo, I make a enjoy the African of the millennium.
Oh.
Obi and Nelson Mandela cross original ho emano. Bobby,
let stay focused on Napo. Me stay focused on Napo. I will not deal with a young Nkrumah issue. Nkrumah story, we don't need to, rewrite it. We don't need to tell Nkrumah story. Overkill. To me stay on Napo. Enka baby a medi besi no hona mumie no ba ho unim de ntia Akufo-Addo ne nan ebo Bawumia no Akufo-Addo never liked Napo as Bawumia running mate.
Something okay.
Never.
For none of them PPP goings.
Never.
None of them.
Akufo-Addo stood against it. And as we sit here, Bawumia any frame more parenkasa.
Chief of Staff. No?
Yes. Onene nkasa, onene yaka.
Any frame more parent and yaka.
Well, whichever way.
Ayaka bi wo ho.
Yeah. Oh.